All right, here we go. All right. Paige is first. LaWanda is second. Brother Allen Wright is third. Let's see. Let's see what we got. It is that time. It's that time. It is that time. Good evening. I'm eating a little bit too, so finishing this up a little bit. Spencer E. White III, the maestro himself, is on. Good talking to you yesterday, Spencer. The Honorable Jeff Booker from Seabright, New Jersey is on. Good to see you, sir. Good to see Pamela Northern on. Wow, Her Highness herself is on. Good to see you, Pam. Thank you for joining us tonight on Friday Night Live. E. Joyce Paris is with us every single Friday night except one. Robert Richards is on. Happy Friday, LaWanda Tillman. We are so glad that you all are with us. Alan is eating as well. Angela Kirkland is on. Good evening to you. Yeah, come on. Let's do this. So glad to have all of you on with us. Come on in. Friday night, let's get this started. Beverly Smiley Hill is on. Good evening to you. Hello, 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 hello. Janine Glover is on from Pula. Good to see Sarah Stevens on, Liberty City's finest, Liberty County's finest, and she is at Brunswick at the Mount Zion Women's Retreat. So here is Sarah with the Women of God, and yet she comes on Friday Night Live. I appreciate you. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman of the First African Baptist Church on with us. Monier is on for Ruin Thai Cuisine on Broughton Street between Whitaker Street and Bull Street. Great food. I had some food this week. Good to see Lahoma on. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it's good to see all of you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We are glad to have you. Mike Bell is on from the ATL. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Gloria Wells is on. Good evening to you. All right. We got Julia Dinkins on. Good to see you. And Shirley Frazier, my friend Shirley Frazier is next to you. So good to see you, Shirley Frazier. Y'all supposed to be watching and listening to the Lord, and y'all are on Friday Night Live. I'm not mad about that, though. Good to see my cousin Marion Jones on. LaWanda Tillman says you were first. I'm not sure you were first. You didn't show up as first. Let me look. Let me look right quick. No, I see you as being second. But Holly Dixon is on with us. Hello, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Y'all kind of slow at this 8 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock, y'all be popping. Come on in, come on in. Good to see Evelyn Marshall on. Thank you for joining us. How you doing? Lisa Wiggins is on. Felicia Cuppert is on. Good to see Andrew DiMaggio. Always a pleasure to see you on as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Lavoria McCall, thank you, is on. She's on with us. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And Felicia, hello to you. Camila Stewart is on. Good evening to you. Miss Strawberry is now in the room. Good to see you, Talia. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Good to see Faye Law on as well. Hopefully, our friend is on. Tell her I said hello. She's been missing in action from Friday Night Live. Lily Reddick is on as well. Good to see Richard Dinkins on. And Richard is on and Joya is on. So we know the families that watch Friday night together stay together. So Dinkins are in the house. Pastor Deborah Bullock is on. Thank you for joining us. And Holly, you spoke at a homeless meeting with me and got housing sense, and your kids are doing well. I am so happy to hear that, Holly. Thank you for letting us know that. That's what it's all about. And so I'm glad that we were able to help, and we're glad that you and your family are doing well. That's what this is all about. Snowy Polite is on. Good to see you, Snowy. Good to see Lenora Moore on as well. To all of you, thank you for joining us. Janelle is on from Brunswick, from the Wick. Thank you for joining us. Sheila Spalding is on. Good evening. Oh, Fred is at a play date. Okay. Well, we excuse her for being at her play date. Good to see Angela Elmo on. Hello, and hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. I'm thinking I'm going to have a power issue in a minute. Nia, hello. Good to see Nia on. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining us. Marjorie Young, our maven of small business. She is on. I saw her this week. She was actually in the flesh, but now she's in McRae, Georgia. Good to see Bernice Jefferson is on from Las Vegas. Good to see you. Good to see Olga Loto. Good to see you. And thank you for your invitation last Saturday, but I was all in these streets, but good to see you. Boo! Kenna Boo is on, so she's in between jobs, so she's on. Glad to have you on with us as well. Let me see. Marsha is on. Good evening to you. We appreciate all of you joining us. Come on in. We're going to go ahead and get started while I try to find a power supply. If you have not been able to tell already, I'm kind of mobile, and I'm sitting here looking, and I'm looking at this power going down, and so I have to try to figure something out real quick. Good to see Mari Young on. Greetings to you. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to figure it all out in just 1 minute. Where am I? That is the question. I can't tell you right now. I'm on the streets, and Kenna is on the go. She's always on the go. Thank you all so much for joining us. It is Friday, November the 14th, 2025. It is Friday Night Live. We're going to go ahead and kick right into it. I am so glad. If we made it to Friday, that meant that we have made it another whole week. And so we're grateful just for making it 7 days. Good to see Tanya Bowens on. Thank you. Bernice says for me to get power. Wait a minute. Let me look. I'm looking for some power. Karen. All right, Karen. Are we giving Karen some love? Karen is official. She's an official Savannaian, so we're going to give her some love. Let us welcome Karen to Savannah. I found out, Faye, that is a little bit different, okay? It's a little bit different. And the TSA people told me this themselves today. In order for them to receive the $10,000 bonus, they had to be on time and not call in for any reason. So they had to work every day on time. So they came really happy about it too, and found out they weren't eligible for it, because if you were late, or if you called in at any time during this period, then you didn't get the $10,000 bonus. So that was a problem. Marjorie, good. Thank you, Bernice. I do need power. I'm looking for some power right now. Bernice Jefferson, is welcoming Karen. We're all welcoming Karen. Faye Green, good to see you today. Thank you so much. Blessings to the griot, the storyteller, the author herself, Zane Beyond Words. And Kenna, I have power. I have power. I just need power. Linda Kelly is on from Reno. We're always glad to have her with us as well. Um, yeah, I'm looking for like Georgia power, not like Holy Ghost power. I'm looking for Georgia power. Yeah, no, Faye, for real. I mean, I went today. I was like, hey, y'all should be good. Y'all got $10,000 bonus. They were like, no, they were not. Um, they were not looking. I'm looking for some. Let me find. I gotta find. Oh shoot. You know what? I think I done messed up. Now that I think about it. Thank you. Um, I don't think I brought my power source. Michelle is on. Thank you as well. Thank you, Marjorie. Mari, yeah, I mean, that's what I've heard. So that's what the TSA people were telling me. That they were not getting that. Hold on a minute. Let me look and see if I can find some power right quick. All right, we're gonna see how that works. All right, so the flow charger. Okay, we're gonna see how it works. Anyway, yeah, that's what they told us. Anyway, Lita, good to see you. Byron, thank you for joining us. If I get off, I'm coming right back on. Okay, I'm gonna have to just try something different. Leander Brown is on. Felicia, yeah. I'm out in these streets, Robert. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. As we always do, let's go ahead and send out some love to our girl Tara. Good to see Joanne on. Hashtag Tara Strong. 3 green apple hearts and 1 red heart. We send out love. We believe that love and prayer and well wishes work. So we have a friend of our program, Tara, who's been going through for years, and I'm convinced that your thoughts and your prayers have kept her in the game. So we're singing out love to Tara. We do that by hashtag Tara Strong, 3 green apple hearts and 1 red heart. That is our Friday night live way of doing things. So go ahead and do that. And then, in addition, we also send out love to those that are dealing with lupus, our lupus warriors, right, Linda? Linda was already in front of me, right? So those that have lupus, but lupus does not have them. So we send out love to them, and we do that by doing 3 purple hearts and then a red heart, I believe. Yeah, it was 3 purples and a red. And that's how we do that for our lupus warriors. And then we send out love for those that are dealing with issues of multiple sclerosis. Linda, you're on it tonight. Golly, Linda, you quick tonight. I mean, you beating me up before I get it out. Linda done hit it today. We appreciate that. So, again, you never know what hell people are going through. I was talking to a friend of mine now today, actually just before tonight. You know, she's in pain and she might be watching tonight. So Um, if she is, um, we want to send out some love to her. I'm going to figure out a way to do that tonight. So let's send out multiple sclerosis. 3 and 1. So we'll send that out. Well, let's figure something out, Alan, for those with depression. Let's figure that out. And I'm gonna send some love out to we're gonna send it out to Sean. And we're gonna say who's going, hey, good to see you. So Clashawn is going through. So we're gonna send out some love to Clashawn. All right? And we hope that she feels better, right? So I'm gonna do that. And if y'all would join me in doing that, good to see Mama Julia on as well. Thank you so much for being on. We're always very, very happy to have you. So a couple things I want to talk about while I am in an airport. Again, good to see Rita on Savannah Black History Tours. Before I go there, something else I got to tell you, right? So tonight, where are we, right? We are, I like that. Felicia gave us an idea. Carrie Daughtry is on. Good to see Jim Vivo on. Let me see. So we're going to say, oh, look, we are so happy Mia is going home. She spent 2 weeks in the hospital, and we are very happy that you are going home. So, but I like that. So we might have created a new one. We know we'll send that out, and we're going to send one out to Mia since Mia's going home. So we want to send out some love for Mia. I'll do one. All right, so that goes to Mia. We're glad Mia is going home. Good to see terrific Terry Mobley has joined us. Good to see Dr. Andrew Young. Thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you. Good to see Carrie Daughtry joining us. And Rain Candy is sending out some love to Clashawn. We appreciate that. Mia is going home. We're very happy about that. So we're sending out love to Mia. Denise Hawkins, thank you for joining us. And am I at a restaurant? I am not at a restaurant. Good to see Gemma Sherwood on with us. Thank you. We're sending out love to Clashawn, and we're sending out love to Mia. Mia is going home, so we're very happy about that. Good to see Howard Stevens on. Victoria, thank you very much. Jacqueline Stokes, thank you. We're pulling for you, Mia. We're pulling for you, and we are glad that you are going home. And Clashawn, you hang in there. Things will get better. So her sarcoidosis flared up. All right, well, we're glad that you're going home. So just so that you know, this is week number 295. For 295 straight weeks, every single Friday night, no matter where I was, no matter where you were, we have been in Ghana, we have been in Berlin, Germany, we have been in airplanes, we've been in concerts, we've been everywhere. I've been at my mama's house. Wherever I was, you were as well. And that is what Friday Night Live is all about. And so for 295 straight weeks, for 2,065 days, for 5 years and 7 months, for 67 straight months, every single Friday night, we have been here and we have been together. So this is 295 times on a Friday night that we have been together, and I am so grateful for all of you. Good to see Asia on, and congratulations, Asia, on your graduation from Leadership Savannah. Welcome to the club. So yeah, this was us, right? This is us. So a couple of things I want to be able to talk about. I think the first thing I wanted to talk about was, it's so much to talk about, but I'll deal with them. But first of all, we're glad. Hey, Mehmet, good to see you, brother. Obviously, we're extremely happy. The government is open. Obviously, I think a lot of us are still very, very concerned. Karan, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Julia. We're still concerned about the healthcare part of it, and we need to get that healthcare part dealt with. And so that is still a big bone of contention. But for people who are hungry, people who need the benefits, people who aren't working, we're glad they're back to work. I will tell you, I'm in the airport today. Right now, there's a different attitude behind people that have not been working all this time. Good to see Dina on. Thank you for joining us. Who have not been able to have a paycheck. And so, I'm not mad at somebody needing to feed their family. We have to get the healthcare part worked out. We must. We have to get the healthcare premiums worked out. We must. And so, as our federal government continues to work that out, the goal is, I think we can do both. We can have our government open, and we can protect healthcare benefits for millions of Americans, right? And hey, Michelle, good to see you, and say hello to Mr. Bill. We have to be able to find ways. Hey, Miss Lucille Jackson, good to see you. We have to find ways to be able to keep our government open. The city of Savannah, we have to have a balanced budget every single year. We have to have a balanced budget, regardless, period. We don't have the way of doing continuing resolutions. And I think Congress should adopt the same rule. You have to have a balanced budget, because the fact is that we're continuing to January. We can be back in the situation again, right after Christmas. And I just don't think that we should be playing with people's lives and livelihoods, while this is going on. And so that's kind of my position on it. I think that we can do both. We should be able to do both. Josie Jones and Lucille Jackson, good to see both of y'all. We have to be able to do that. We have to be able to protect healthcare premiums, because the reality is they need a job, and then people also need healthcare. And people, some people need SNAP benefits. I was so happy the city of Savannah, as I told you, we were going to take care of Savannaians. We purchased, I believe, 1,400 boxes of food. Oh, Bernie's not as a grade tonight. Maybe next week. But we were able to, put 1,400 boxes of food in our neighborhood centers, in our communities, because we wanted our folks to have them. We felt like no Savannian should go hungry because of this foolishness in D.C. And so we did that. We did that on Wednesday in 2 districts. We did it on Thursday in 2 districts, and we did it on Friday. We did it today in 2 more districts, and got rid of 1,400 boxes of food that would feed a family of 4 for a couple of days. Jocelyn, what's in the cup? Wouldn't you like to know? We just have to be able to do a better job of caring for people when people are going through. It may not be all of us. I was blessed that I didn't miss a meal, but there were people who were, and I just saw too many folks as this was going on. Y'all hold on a second. Hold on. Hello? Okay. All right. that we should, in 2025 be like this. I mean, I watched some of the insensitive remarks that people were making, told me regarding this, and I thought it was horrible. Um, you know, you worrying about what kind of car somebody drives and what kind of clothes they wear. Well, if you didn't have a paycheck for a couple of weeks, you might have the same situation too. There were people who drove up to our food giveaway at Memorial Stadium that had on military fatigues. So they were members of our military and yet needed food. I mean, I think we have to get to the point where we're not judging people or judging their pocketbooks or judging what they're going through. Hey, Becky Jones. Wow. Long time no see, long time no hear. Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. So, we're moving along, but I just think they have to get this thing worked out. So the second thing I want to talk about is we heard this week, actually I heard on Tuesday, that a local judge, you welcome, Pam. Hey, Selena and Herbert DeLoach, that a local judge had ruled against our gun ordinance. And somebody asked me, what does it change? It changes nothing. We believe, Barbara Pinkney Tardy, we believe very, very clear. Good to see Ryan on as well. And thank you, Holly. We believe very clearly and simply that the city of Savannah can regulate a vehicle. I think state law is clear that we cannot regulate guns, but I think state law is also clear that we can regulate cars. And so we're saying that if you have a weapon in your car, that you need to lock your car. Keon, it's worked out real good for me. I'm talking about that right now, brother. I'm talking about that right now. We're doing good, and we're still. You leave your gun in your car unlocked, we'll be dealing with you. So it's worked out real good for me. And this was the lowest court, I guess, in our community, and we'll take it to the highest court in our land if we have to, because we believe, and obviously it's working. We had over 240 guns in 2023 that was stolen from unlocked cars, and in this case this year it's like 109. So we have 100 less guns stolen from unlocked cars this year because we have this ordinance. Now, again, I've said before, good to see Brenda Ponda on. Good to thank you, Mike, for that. Again, I'd rather us not give any citations at all. But I think it's really more important. And I can't understand that people would just feel so cavalier about the fact that a gun that they were careless enough to leave in their car might be used in a homicide somewhere else. And so, local judges can do what local judges can do. There are differences between courts of record, and we'll go to the Superior Court, and we'll go to the Court of Appeals. We'll go to the Georgia Supreme Court and the United States Supreme Court if we have to. We believe that we have the primary responsibility to keep people safe, and that's what we're going to do. And we're not getting involved with folks' political aspirations or whatever that was. So for you and for anybody else that wants to know, nothing has changed. We still have a gun ordinance. And as a matter of fact, the funny part about it, Keon, I understand that. I don't think we should have had an ordinance. I'm a gun owner. I don't leave my gun in the car unlocked. But we've had 243 idiots in 2023 that these guns end up on our streets. And so all I'm saying is, if the gun is supposed to be for protection, right, then why isn't the gun on you? And all we're saying is lock your car. Lock your car. Because we know that cars are getting broken into by kids, that all they're doing, they're not breaking glass, they're simply opening the door. And so what we're saying in Savannah, and what we will continue to say, is just lock your freaking door. Just lock it. Just lock it. because we know, Keon, that on the other end of it, that these kids or whoever's stealing them are not going to spend a lot of time trying to break into a car. They're not going to break glass like they used to. They're not going to do that. If the door is locked, they're going to go on with it. And so, that's all I'm saying, Keon. I mean, again, I didn't want to have an ordinance and tell people to do the right thing. But on the other end of it, when you have 243 people that have guns stolen from unlocked cars, we got to do something about that. Latasha Jarrett, good to see you. Because again, let's just say if all 243 guns that were legal that have been stolen, now they're illegal, ended up in shooting somebody. So each gun that was stolen shot somebody. That's 243 people dead in our city. I ain't having that. So if we want to have an educative effect, we want to be able to tell people, simply lock your car. That's it. Just lock it. Just lock it. And I mean, I'm sure, Keon, if you have a weapon, I'm sure you do the responsible thing, and I'm sure you lock your car up. I mean, I'm a former police officer. I mean, police officers and professional gun owners will tell you, safety is first. And I don't know why we have this thing about it that we feel like anything that deals with a gun that we're trying to take away somebody's guns. We're not trying to take nobody's guns. If you want to have a gun, have a gun. But if the gun is for your protection, then why are you leaving it unlocked in a car? We're saying lock your car. And we believe that the law will be on our side. We've had a couple of legal challenges already that we have been able to prevail. Most of them because of lack of standing, but nonetheless, we believe that we have the right to regulate vehicles. And so that's what we're doing. Good to see Glenda Jones on. We're regulating the vehicles. And hopefully next year, we'll have none. Hopefully next year we'll have none. And you know what? If somebody says, you know what, I don't want to get, because I wear seatbelts not because, I wear it because it keeps me safe, but I also don't want a ticket. So I said, oh, shoot, let me put my seatbelt on because I don't want a ticket. Well, I want somebody to say, oh, shoot, let me lock my car because I don't want a ticket. Again, I'm not trying to take anybody's guns or regulate anybody's guns. I believe we can protect the Second Amendment and protect second graders too. And, when someone is shot or killed or shot at, most of the time it is a stolen gun. It's not legal gun owners. It's from stolen guns. And so we have to be able to figure out ways to address that. So that's all I got to say about that. Good to see Grace on. Good to see Sherry Smiley on. And so, as far as we're concerned, we accepted where it is. We expected these things to happen. We have some of the best lawyers, best experienced lawyers in the land. And we will take our case to higher courts that have a better understanding of the law. So we appreciate that. Good to see Denise Smith on. I hope you're doing well and wherever you are. And so I wanted to talk about that. This week is going to be a busy week. We're starting to talk about our 2026 budget. And so you're able to watch our live stream on Monday starting at 9 o'clock. Right. Thank you, Bonnie. At 9 o'clock, you can watch on our Facebook page. We have our budget. Good to see Des. I appreciate that. Bert, you have an idea? Bert, if you will, you said you sent me a message. I will look at it. Okay. I've been really kind of running. So, but we'll talk about our budget this week. And so, tune in. We have a lot of money out there, and so we need to make sure we're doing what we can for our citizens. We don't want to raise property taxes, and we don't intend to do so. We do intend to raise pay for our police and fire and all of our employees. We want to raise police salaries to $60,000 a year. Ms. Toya, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. Also, today I had great time. Two things. Today I had the best time. I was I went to Raymar Academy and I read to the kids at Raymar Academy, and it was a great day. I thank the principal and the staff there. Those were some amazing young people. They asked some really good questions, and I was really happy to be with them. Then I went to Woodville Tompkins with my friend Alfred McGuire is the principal, and I cooked with them today. Good to see Felicia JJ on. Thank you for joining us. I cooked with the kids at Woodville Tompkins. They have a magnificent culinary program, and I was able to spend some time with them. And I actually cooked for them, right? And no child was hurt with me cooking food. I cooked chicken. I cooked chicken breast, and I made a salad with croutons, and I made some vegetables for them, and those kids ate it, and it was good. It was good. I mean, so none of these kids. I cooked again. I cooked chicken breast, and I made a salad, and I made croutons, and I made mixed vegetables for them, and some potatoes. I made some red potatoes for them. They loved it. So that's my story. I'm gonna stick by it. Star, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Leonard had a birthday last Friday. Happy birthday, Leonard. So you missed us. You didn't come on last Friday, right? What happened to you? What happened to you? So again, thank Principal Alfred McGuire and the young people at Woodville Tompkins. These are some great young people. Also, the folks at Raymar Junior Academy had a great time there as well with these young people. For me, I've really, I was cooking, Jermaine. What do you mean? Like I can't cook? And nobody got burned. Nope, nobody got burned. But for me, it's really as I go through some of my last 2 years in office this time around, I really want to be able to uplift and inspire young people. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. I try the best I can. I appreciate that. Leonard, we forgive you. We hope you had a great birthday. So we appreciate all that energy as well. I am in the airport. I'm headed to a speaking engagement. So I'm going in and going out speaking for a conference, and I'm coming back. So last week, Linda, good to see you. So last week, what happened was, I meant to tell you all. So last Sunday, I was supposed to go to Brazil. I was speaking in Belém, Brazil, at the COP30 conference. I was invited to be one of the only American mayors to come and speak at the COP30 conference. And I got to Savannah. My first flight was at 6:37. That flight was canceled. The great folks at Savannah office moved me to 8 o'clock. They told me that flight wasn't going to leave till 10:30. I was supposed to go from Savannah to Atlanta, Atlanta to Miami, Miami to Belém, Brazil. And so while I was waiting in Savannah, the flight from Atlanta to Miami canceled on me. And so rather than get stuck, I said, man, I went on to church. So I didn't go, miss my great opportunity in Belém, Brazil. But we were still represented there. And so, hey, things happen. I guess I was not supposed to go there. So I didn't go. And, hey, this would seem to be working out. And so my flight will be leaving in a little bit. So we have a couple of minutes left. If there are any questions anybody has regarding the city of Savannah, you can go ahead and get them in. As you know, Friday Night Live is, I tell you something, you tell me something. You ask what you want to know. If I can answer it, I can answer it. By the way, I need y'all to share the page. I don't see any of y'all sharing this page. So do me a favor, right quick, if you would, please go ahead and share this page. Go ahead and like the page, share the page, like the page, share the page. Can y'all like the page right quick? Come on, I'm sitting here with like very little power. Go ahead and click. Go ahead. Click the page and let's do that. Rain Candy, thank you very much. I need y'all to share this page. Share the page. Share the page. Go ahead and help us share the page. Shay. Um, hey, I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad now you're getting paid again, Shay. So congratulations on that. We were worried about you. Thank you. Please go ahead and share the page. Good to see the top ladies of distinction on. So I guess that's Lady Annette as well. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Any questions? Anything I can answer for you? We have a couple of minutes left. Peter wants to know, did I attend the Food and Wine Festival? I did not. I did not get a chance to attend it this year. Okay, you start Monday. Return green space to the Civic Center site. Well, Robert, I mean, we're going to return six. We're returning trust lots, and there will be green space to the Civic Center site. We're looking to really demolish the current Civic Center arena in January. So we're looking to do that. Good to see Patrina Spellman on. Hopefully our kids are doing well. Thank you. Jermaine, yes, NLC in Salt Lake City next week. And, I hope you got dinner or something for me. What are your questions? Any questions out there? Anything that I can answer for you? Yeah, I'm glad you're getting back pay too. I know it must have been hard for you, Shay. I mean, most of us, we don't really save like that. Many of us live paycheck to paycheck. And the funny part about this, some of the same people who were so critical and so, mean-spirited toward people, the same ones that if they were without pay for 2 days, they would have problems. Zelfia, thank you for joining us. I just think we have to be a little more, understanding and show more grace. Good to see Lamont Hunter, sensei, line dance instructor, arigato. The master himself, Lamont Hunter. Lamont and I went out to Hubert Middle School to teach those children how to do some steps. And at first they were acting all stank. After a while, those kids had those fans. They were wow, 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 wow. If I hear boots on the ground one more time, one more again. Good to see the Honorable Chris Stacy, the mayor of Riceboro, Georgia. You had a great time at Rice Fest this past weekend. I could not make it out there, but I heard it was a great time out there. So congratulations, Mayor Chris Stacy and the great people at Riceboro. And to that end, Dawn Baker, who is originally from Riceboro, Georgia, was elected to the Georgia Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Dawn. Congratulations to Riceboro, which we claim her in Savannah, right? Also, congratulations to Big Boy Antoine Patton from Savannah, Georgia, from the group Outkast, who is now in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And again, people hating all over the place on this guy. Talk about he don't do nothing from Savannah. You don't know what he does. But I will tell you this much. He shouted out Savannah. I bet you that much. He shouted out Savannah. Ernest will be here for a book signing release in December. And so I want to make sure, let me know so I can come and be there for your book signing, okay? And get an autographed book, okay? Yeah, a lot of people took loans out. They got to pay back with interest. Audrey King is on. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And my baby Belle's daughter birthday is the 17th, so I'm giving her a shout out. I don't think I've ever met the kid. So, Patrina, you got to do something about that. I'm not sure I've ever met her. Holly wants to know, what are ways to keep Savannah safer? Lock your cars if they have guns in them. Number one. Number two, if you see something, say something. Number three, watch your kids. Watch your kids. And ultimately, for some of the same judges who beef about stuff, make sure when people are doing crimes in our community, particularly violent crimes, that they are not let out on bond or all those types of things, and that they spend a lot of time away from this community. We're sending out love to Brother Harry Thompson. Harry is our faithful Friday night liver. He lost his dad. So his dad, Deacon Thompson, will be funeralized tomorrow. His homegoing service is tomorrow. So we're sending out our condolences to Harry Thompson and his family. Harry, I am out of town, but your family will hear from me tomorrow. So just know we're thinking about you and we're praying for you during this time. Good to see Priscilla Williams on. Thank you for joining us. Barbara Askew is on. Thank you so much. Oh, so Lamar says he's on. He's with that on No More Boots on the Ground. I think I'm going to do an ordinance that says you have to lock your car. But any police officer that runs up on anybody playing Boots on the Ground needs to be ticketed. If I hear another Boots on the Ground, I think we should give tickets for that. Oh, I mean, I go to sleep sometimes and I be in my bed just, I got my boots on. I think we should just say, stop it. Stop it. Enough is enough. Lalani says, well, good to see you, Lalani. Whatever you said. Shemaya, is peaceful living. It's peaceful living in Savannah too. You know, and we got stores. And yeah, thank you all for sending out love to Harry and his family. Deacon Thomas was a great man. Yeah, Harry's a faithful Friday Night Live. Now here he is. He lost his dad. And he's on here with us. She was very young. She is now 4. Big party in Atlanta, and I was not even invited to the 4-year-old birthday party. Michelle lost her sister on October 20th, so we're sending out love to you as well. All right, so Michelle, we're thinking about you. Any other questions, anything else I want to talk about or discuss? It is Friday Night Live, and we're in the closing moments of it. Miss Shirley is still touring, doing that dance. I guess she is. Tanara says Savannah needs better street lights and speed bumps. You are absolutely right. Matter of fact, 2 things I want to tell you about that we're working on. One is our Bright Savannah initiative, Light Up Savannah initiative. Matter of fact, Audrey King from Georgia Power helped me get this done, in which we are turning over all of our lights to Georgia Power, and we are including lights all over the city because we recognize that our city needs to be brightened up. And so we are doing that. And because our voters approved SPLOST, we will be having more speed bumps throughout our community because we recognize that people don't know how to slow down. If you've noticed, we've taken 70 streets and we have lowered the speed limit on those streets, and we are putting speed bumps in communities. Ultimately, we want to make sure around every school, every community center, every park, that there are speed bumps to slow people down. So Tenaria, we are on the same page. You know, you and I, we are right here. We're together, and we are doing that. So thank you for that. Katrina says I will get a call. Tenaria, Gadsden. There's a lot of right there, and that's May Street, I think it is. A lot of speeding, right? Lamont, what could you do to promote more positive events in Savannah? Man, look, you did the doggone thing. I came down on a Sunday, and Lamont had all these steppers here from all over the place. It was like a step battle. It was like Beat Streets. What's it called? Beat Street for line steppers, and he had them all there, and they were getting there and enjoying themselves. They were teaching folks how to do these different dances. And I mean, everybody was great. And I appreciate that, Lamont. and let's do some more. Let's do some more. Let's do some more. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Audrey, for Light Up Savannah. So Friday Night Live, week number 300, actually will be in 5 weeks, right? So let me see right quick when that will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be December the 19th is the 300th episode of Friday Night Live. And so we have to get Glenda together. Glenda, we have to have something to celebrate 300, right? Well, Tenaria, they can. The only problem with that is that oftentimes the officers are standing outside, but they want the officers in the schools. And so folks speeding, it takes the officer away from the school. So, but, hey, that's something we can talk about with the school system. Katrina, we do financial literacy classes. We do them for free. We were calling them Manifest Mondays, in which we were teaching people about estate planning, financial literacy, banking, home ownership, zoning. So we already do that, and we've had great participation. Staley Avenue need a road fix, so I need you to call 311, all right? I want you to put 311, call them, and get a tracking number, all right? So we know that we're on that. Good to see Regina. Regina, where you been? We were looking for you as well. Thank you. And Glenda, if you want to, drop the, let me see if I can find the street calming applications. Let me see. So I can find it. Let me see. Traffic calming. Okay, so I got it. I'm gonna drop this in. Drop this in so you'll have it. The traffic calming. So Tenaria, I just dropped that in there. Tracy wants to know when will Highway 16 be done. I do not have the slightest idea. That's being done by the state, and so it's a state project. Hopefully it will be done in our lifetime. Yeah, we do need speed bumps on Liberty Parkway. What are my thoughts on the multiple abandoned, condemned houses? We talked about that yesterday at City Council meeting. The reality is in Georgia, Georgia's was known as a property rights state. It's a strong property rights state. Our issue with the abandoned and condemned houses is most of them are issues of title. So grandmama has a house, grandmama dies, she doesn't have a will. She dies with what's called intestate. And so you have the kids fighting over the house. You have one person who is paying the taxes. You have another person who says, we never selling mama's house. Then you have another person who you can't find. You ain't seen that person for years. Then you have another person that might be in jail somewhere. And then you have another person say, sell it, I want my money. And so as time goes by, that person dies. And then their heirs. So one son could have 5 children. And if that son dies, now you have 5 heirs for that one. And so it just becomes difficult. We've had a lot of these houses that have easily over 100 heirs. And you have to usually find all of them in order to be able to do something with the house. So, it's a problem we have to deal with, but not much we can really do about it. Thank you. Byron, yes, there are financial literacy classes. Just contact our economic development department. Nadine, I want you to call 311 or fill out that form, and we will get to that. Hey, Danica, it was great to see you. Thank you. We had a great time celebrating, I believe it was 10 years of the Front Porch, a great community program, particularly for those who say, I can't do nothing with my kids. Well, all of the resources we need are in the front porch. It is the city, the county, juvenile court, everybody working together, and they've had some great success stories. So congratulations on the 10th year of the front porch. Glenda, we might have to do it. We may not be able to do it on that Friday. I guess we could do it on a Friday. We'll see that. Yeah, Tanara, I agree with you. Michael Thomas is on. Thank you. Fort Argyle and Highgate. Richard, I want you to call 311. And let's go ahead and get that done, okay? Good to see Butina on. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you are doing well. Let's see. Hey, Mama Charlotte has joined us. I wonder where you were. I thought the child tried to keep you away from us. Miss Cookie is on as well. Okay, so Miss Regina does apologize. You are absolutely forgiven. We just, we missed you. We were looking for you, so I'm glad you're on with us. Liberty Parkway is a racetrack, and we could do, well, two things we could do. The first thing we do is we could do enforcement. We can get traffic units out there. Selena, all you have to do is go to the Liberty City Community Meeting. Glenda Jones, who's on here, is the president of that association, and she will, the police officers are there, and we can get some enforcement there. The second thing we can do is talk about speed bumps and traffic calming, right? All right. Let's see. All right. Well, let's Joycette now is on. Denise is in Charleston, West Virginia, with the Claflin University men's basketball team. Well, we're hoping that you're being safe, Denise, and we hope you're taking care of yourself. Good to see Wendy Davis. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Danica. I appreciate that. Alberna is on. Thank you for joining us, my other daughter. Good to see you. I'm trying to get to Elder Flossie is on. Thank you. Shauna, thank you. Quadri, thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So is there anything else? So I'm getting ready to go ahead and jump on this flight, go do the speaking engagement, and get back to the 9-1 Deuce. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. We are still together. Here we are. Good to see all the women. Estella Shabazz, who celebrated a birthday last week. We are 295 weeks in. 295 weeks in. And we are so excited. Tomorrow, we have a half marathon going through our city. From 9 to 11, there'll be streets, streets that'll be closed here and there. But it'll be very, very short. Again, find alternate ways. Glenda, the Liberty City Neighborhood Meeting is December the 1st. And so, Selena, I want to see you at that meeting. I'm going to come to that meeting, and I hope to see you there. We're going to talk about those speed bumps over there. Is there anything else from anybody else? Butina, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Pam says she enjoyed the live. Thank you very much, Julia. Thank you. And so I'm going out here in these streets. Thank you so much for joining us. It's another great day of open. All right, Emily, yes, it's a busy 2 weeks for her, and looking forward to seeing her with us. And we appreciate you allowing her to be with us. I appreciate you, Miss Emily. Ann Morris is on. Good evening to you. Lamont, we don't have any vacant or undeveloped city-owned buildings. We can't donate it. We have to sell it at market value. So I think that's what the challenge is. But if you want to use a community center or something, we can talk about that. But yeah, we can't really give land away, and most of the land is not really undeveloped. If we have it, it's for a city purpose. So we'll talk more about that. Good to see Ruth on as well. All right, well, Selena, what I want you to do is December 1st is the Liberty City meeting. I want to see you there. We're going to talk about that. Kathy Middleton is on. Thank you as well. All right. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Quadri. Priscilla, thank you. Good to see Marie Gibson. Thank you, Miss Charlotte. Nadine, thank you. Patricia, thank you. Dr. West, we're good. We're good. You know, as long as you showed up. Robert Richards is saying Beach High School at the playoff game tonight, and we're wishing them the best. Wait, stop. So our queen of Friday Night Live has joined us. See, the Lord was holding me up for some reason. Mrs. Sadie Campbell is the queen of Friday Night Live. She is our senior queen mother of Friday Night Live. Y'all, she is 101 years old. And she gets on every Friday night. She has a fractured tibia. She has pain, but she's hanging tough. And we know you are. And so we are loving on you, Miss Sadie and Miss Albert. Tell Miss Albernia and Barbara they need to do whatever you need them to do. And if they don't, you let me know and we'll deal with that, okay? So thank you for that. Julia, thank you. Cherry, thank you so much. Rain Candy, thank you. Thank you, Denise. Well, we got to get you to do more. Yes, actually, we'll be looking forward to the Macy's Day Parade. Thank you, Alberta. Thank you. Thank you. Robert, thank you. We appreciate all of you. We appreciate you being on as well. So God bless you all. And Marvin, you know, you slow your blow. What you're waiting on. I've been here for an hour and 5 minutes. But anyway, I'm out. Thank you for joining Friday Night Live. And I will see you next week. Love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Peace.